The idea came to me when I attended a TIDA conference about 2 years ago. Jeff Davis from a company called Jet Express said, I just wish one of you guys had driven a mile in one of my trucks, and you would appreciate what we go through. I started thinking about that at that point, and I thought, that's not a bad idea.
Well, I think my first thought was that it was a joke.
I was a little taken back by it, kind of an unorthodox idea, but it's excited at the same time.
One of the younger lawyers, a couple of the younger lawyers came to me and said that they would like to learn more about trucking because they were handling a significant amount of trucking litigation. So we decided to go to truck driving school.
Honestly, my first impression was, you're kidding, and I said, you're really going to do this? He said, yeah, we're going to try it out. I said, well, that'll be something different for us,
When she first told me, I told her that I'm going to holler at them like I do everybody else. They're no different, even though they're lawyers. And in the very beginning, I was a little bit intimidated because of the high learning they have. But then I thought about, well, wait a minute, they don't know anything about driving a truck, so they was coming in my house.
I think before you start, you appreciate that trucks are not easy to operate. But the problem that you more fully appreciate after you've actually driven it for a while is you get no courtesies from the other drivers on the highway.
The thing that struck me is probably the most beneficial would be the number of distractions that a truck driver has while he's operating a commercial motor vehicle.
We all drive our car down the road and maybe on the phone or listening to the radio, fiddling with it, not really paying attention to our surroundings. But you realize once you get into the truck just how much you have to focus on everything going on around you.
You have to watch your almost every mirror, and you're constantly turning your head.
It's helped me realize, the points of view out their windows, what you can see, where the blind spots are.
You're also trying to maintain your gears, you're trying to maintain your RPMs, you're doing probably 5 or 6 things at any given time.
Driving a truck is a difficult occupation.
Well, I didn't think it would be near as challenging as it was, that's for sure, physically and mentally. I had to learn every single part and how it works, from the inside to the outside of the tractor, to the trailer, to the fifth wheel, to the wheels, to the air brakes.
We're all kind of in the same boat, and it was kind of a bonding experience in a way because we're all new to this. We didn't know what to expect. It was all kind of scary in a sense because they are so big and hard to control at first, and before you learn how to maneuver.
But it's not till you actually go through it, drive a truck, get cut off by a car, and go through this stuff that you really understand what they have to deal with.
Having the knowledge and having driven a truck and having done a pre-trip and having written out logs and gone through that training, you just have a feel for what the truck driver has gone through. And more importantly is that I think the truck driver looks upon us with a degree of credibility.
They came in, they was ready to work, and they got down and they did it just like my regular students did.
Truck drivers, trucking is just not the fact of getting behind the wheel and driving. There's a lot more to go with it, and I think this gave them a better understanding as to what happens with truckers.
So to be able to explain to a truck driver that I'm not just an attorney, I've also gone through a truck driver training program, I have my CDL, I understand what he has to deal with every day. In my experience over the last few months, since I completed my program, that has really put the truck drivers at ease.
It gives you a definite advantage to other attorneys and when you're dealing with a trucking case because you have the full knowledge of a truck driver.
I just think overall it just makes you a more confident and more knowledgeable trucking defense attorney.
I'm just really proud of my accomplishment and thankful for the experience. I mean, I really do equate getting my CDL right up there with passing the bar, landing my first job, getting married. I mean, these are all, it was hard work getting here, and I'm excited to tell everybody, have an opportunity to brag whenever I can.
Having represented now trucking companies for over 30 years and going through the training with the CDL, it makes us be able to defend the truck driver very effectively in deposition or in trial, because we can help the truck driver be prepared for the types of questions that he or she might get. We may not have anywhere close to the experience of a truck driver, but we can at least talk the same language.